Yo. Okay. So, you'll notice something. And it's that there's a cord in front of the other camera. Goddamn, I'll fix that. If I can. Unfortunately, yeah, the left hand camera is the old one, the right hand is the new one. I can't decide which is better. The left hand's definitely brighter, but it's also possible. It's also within range of the lights outside, so that might just be it has better lighting from there. But the important thing is, I now have direct visibility for the building, so you can see everything. You have a wide shot, and we have a desk shot, and it's great. I'm excited. And as mentioned, I got multiple Lego kits now, so we're gonna go build them. Let's freaking go. Don't mind me, I need to move my chair over there. I think I might have an idea for the chair plan, but it's not going to be ready today by any means, because I only thought of it 5 minutes ago, and it ain't ready. Let's just say it ain't ready and leave it at that. Hmm. BRB. Have an idea. Have an idea. Have an idea. No, I love you, kitty. What the heck? Meow. I have another chair. I forgot I even had this chair. There. How's that look? How's that look? Not even in shot. Whereas this needs to scoot over a little. There. Yes, I have the other camera attached to a box using tape. It's amazing high tech we have here. I actually have a charger this time, so the battery won't run out. That's nice. Stream chat's gonna go right there. I have completely different music playing than what's on my computer because I don't have the same music player set up, and I don't want to listen to my stream because otherwise, see. Yes, today we finished a set. As soon as I finish actually making everything look good. And take another bite of my dinner. I'm debating if I want my dinner over there so I can actually eat it, or I want it over here so it's not on screen. We'll see. Also, hey sickos. Also, hey kitten, I love you. Yeah. Alright. Building a bomber plane, nice. You're gonna like this. Guess what number 2 set we're gonna build after we're done with the train set. You're actually gonna probably really like this one. I think this is the better camera. I can't decide which is the better camera. We got this to build next. I feel like you'll appreciate that. I forgot I had it. I got it at the thrift store randomly. I'm like, oh, cool, I'll take that. Yep. It was like $2 at the thrift store. I'm like, oh, cool, I'll take a $2 Lego set at the thrift store. And I'm pretty sure all the pieces are in here, considering that the bags are still intact mostly. So it should be fine. And then finally, to finish it off, another Lego kit I've had for years and just never got around to. At the time, my favorite Minecraft mob was the Iron Golem, and I'm still partial to them. I'm not sure if I have a favorite mob these days, but I still like Iron Golems. Hello, cat. Do you have a new way to cause death and destruction and hazardous hardships? Are you here to terrorize the village? Hi. You're a cute kitty. Leave it alone. Please don't destroy everything. I spent a whole half hour setting everything up. That's half an hour more than you've ever spent setting up anything in your life. That's a box. You can't go in it. Trust me. The disadvantage is the reason I went with this chair is because this chair can get way closer. Because the disadvantage of this setup is that everything's all the way over there because of the... Well, this has 2 tiny bags. Oh, so that music is way too loud in my ear. Oh, you had this built. It's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I got it back when it was new because it was the one that I wanted other than... Like, I liked the really big one with a ton of pieces to it, but I never got around to getting that. Instead, I got something else that I kind of regretted getting, but it's not Lego, so it doesn't apply here. Because my idea was eventually it was like this cardboard building set that I thought was really cool and decent sized that I would use to just build dioramas, and then I got a bunch of minifigures to go with it, and then the minifigures weren't the same size as the diorama, and everything was not synced right, and it didn't work out, and I said, yeah. It was a whole thing. Hi, Ayla. Are you going to sit right there, right in the way of everything? Yes, you are. Getting ready to send this plane over days trying to sit everything to finish. Oh, if you're building it in Minecraft, oh, that's very different. I take it the war is going well, as the players who are online all the time are devastating the ones who aren't. Alright. Save the bags, because I never know if I missed a piece. Just in case. Yeah, I want those nachos. I want my nachos. I don't know how I'm going to make them happen, but I want my nachos. It's too much work getting out of this chair every single time, given how close I have to shove it that I have to lift it. Pistons are more expensive than you think. Oh, I know. Pistons, well, not that I think. I know they're expensive. Because the materials required are not exactly easy to find. And sticky pistons in particular, I know are hell. Because slime farming is really difficult, depending on the environment you find them in. Given that they only regularly spawn either at specific elevations or in like one environment during specific event time of day type stuff. Oh, never mind. What am I talking about? Of course you have an auto slime farm. What am I thinking? Of course you do. I guess this bag can go over there. And the nachos can go over here. It's just... I finished them literally 5 minutes before I went live due to... I was having a problem where I could not figure out for the life of me why in the world my second camera wasn't connecting. Turns out I had them both plugged into the same USB-C splitter thing. And it turns out that the way that computers work is you can't plug 2 into the, quote, same USB port, even if it's technically diverging into multiple slots because of drivers. Gingy, we have farm something. Yeah, I know you do. I didn't realize that slimes were a thing you could auto farm. I guess I shouldn't be surprised though. Not at this point. Alright. Boxes, all the boxes. And then this box, which I'm sure will... In any case, however... Yeah, I thought I'd give the kitty some weeds, some kitty weeds, some catnip, and that would satiate her, and no, it didn't. So expect a lot of Angie Kitty today, as Kitty expresses her immense displeasure that I am not at her beck and call at every moment. Alright. Number 11, we build the 4th and final train car, the actual banking car. And then number 12, the final step, we build the control tower. Let's get started. With a brown 8x2 flat. Should have a much better visibility of these this time. Nice little gray stud on here, and we're on turning the page. Good God. We're going to need, yep, these last two things, plus bag number 11. And then add on these, make it nice and long. Just a bit of overlap. That's an interesting choice. Why in the world did you... Why did they do the gray circle, or with one dot in the center, if you're just going to cover it up immediately? That's a weird choice. Is it just to make it a little easier to get off later, maybe? Or is it just for color? I don't know. I feel like for color, there's just the same thing, though, so I don't know. Okay, the wheel hubs. Hi, kitty. Here, I'll kick your ball back. We can go play a little bit of soccer. If I can get my feet out. Yeah, enjoy your soccer. Alright, I think this is comfortable enough, so if I do need to hang out with the kitty for a bit, I can. Oh, that's where the big piece comes in. That fits perfectly right here. Layer a black, longer piece on top, or on bottom of that. Flip it over, and we got more of our side pieces. Ooh. Yeah, I have a totally different soundtrack going on in my ears than what's on the stream, and that's purely because the music that's on stream is a multiple output. I got flamed by some European for saying soccer. Hey, Ayla. Some people in Europe are offended that I called your current game soccer. Do you give a shit? Ayla says, bite me, bitch. Boom. Nah, I have no problem with them calling it football. I have no particular preference. I just never knew it was called football until I was a teenager, and it's so reflexive, but it has so little influence on my life that it just hasn't caught on as a necessary change. It just hasn't really had a reason to. Oh, crap. Slightly off-center. I'm glad I can remove it easily. Yeah, if someone's on here who is very offended by it, I do apologize. It's just so reflexive in my mind, thanks to living in America for my whole life. Ayla, though. Ayla is a cat. I have the feeling she would literally not give a shit, because Ayla does not give a shit. For you see, Ayla is cat. And law of cat is, you do not care what other people think of you unless they are bigger and want to eat you, in which case you run. I will also note, to be fair, statistically speaking, it's likely there isn't anyone in Europe watching right now, unless one of her kind happens to be. If I recall correctly, he's my only regular watcher who's from Europe. Which is why my number one demographic after the United States is Portuguese. There's a bunch of different European countries and some, I believe, Eastern Asian as well, but very few of them are active. It's more just like people who show up and leave, just with how Twitch works. The only active European demographic that actively watches regularly is Portuguese. Which I think is amusing. Especially because it's literally all, I think, just one person. Okay, I think there's some... Was it these? I guess... Oh, I see. I see what you're living here. Oh, interesting, interesting. I didn't know that. Were you born there, or did your parents emigrate before you were born? Out of curiosity. Like, I know my parents... My grandfather was born in Britain, but emigrated when he was a young child. And my parents have never lived outside the U.S. Whereas on my father's... Like I said, that's my mother's father. My mother's mother, I believe, may have also been British, but... like, Revolutionary War era British, so... American resident for easily a few hundred years. I don't know about my father's side. I have no clue where any of them were born or raised. Born in Spain, Uruguay was below a year old. Dang. That's a trip. Let's see. So, yeah, early 2000s then. So, I was going to say, not during the dictatorship. Technically, it's still a dictatorship, just a different kind of dictatorship. I was genuinely surprised when I learned that Spain is technically still not just a monarchy, a constitutional monarchy who actually still has some influence. That actively surprised me. And then I was a little more shocked. I knew about the British monarchy, because of course everyone in America knows about the British monarchy. Never realized about the Danish monarchy, never knew about the Norse monarchy. I think Sweden has one as well. Probably not Finland, though, just given the circumstances. Like, the amount of monarchies still in Europe is very interesting. Been here for so long, so little access to Spain. Yeah, that makes sense, Given that you would barely, if at all, have been speaking at the time when you moved. Yep, it's time. Another box. I think at this point, every single kit has had one of these little boxes. So as long as the last kit has one of these little boxes, we'll have had one in every single one of the 12 bags. Another little pair of metal bars. For another set of wheels. I was thinking, oh, I wonder what it is. I should have realized. I should have been like, oh, duh. It's a train car. It's going to be the same as every other train car. Metal bars. Because we don't want the metal bars damaging the Legos. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. The things they put in the boxes include the string to avoid the string being damaged. And the rubber bands to avoid those being damaged. But the metal bars are definitely to avoid those damaging anything else. France has influenced South America. That is true. French has, French Guyana. And then has had some wider, generalized influence. But explicitly their colonization of French Guyana, which I believe has at different times voted to actually become part of France, and I believe is technically, nominally still part of the French Empire that no longer exists. It's complicated. It's always complicated. But yes, French Guyana, in contrast, of course, to Guyana. I forgot. That might have been Spanish? I forget. Yeah, puppet kind of makes sense. Or what's the word? Not colony anymore, it's something else. I watched a video on it 2-3 years ago and I've already forgotten. The problem when I only watch one video on something ever and then never have any follow-up. In Oceania 2, yes! Yes they do, but I don't remember what it is. I believe at some point they were in Papua New Guinea, I could be wrong there, but yeah, they definitely have some kind of islands. I mean, to be fair, most existing colonizers still have something there other than maybe Britain for obvious reasons. Well, the Britain still has their frickin' monarchy and the currency of everyone and their mother. French Polynesia, that's what it is. Papua New Guinea was German, that's right, that's what it was, okay. Alright, now we have finished this portion of the kit so far. The train bottom. And now it's time to begin the bank car portion. Starting all over with a brand new piece. Brand new base plate. And a bunch of tiny little orange dots. Yeah, I know Papua New Guinea. I forget who owns that now. Is it actually an independent nation or is it part of Australia? I genuinely don't remember. And I could see it both ways, because I know that, when they dismantled the German Empire at different times, they usually took their colonial holdings and handed them over to other colonial powers, rather than, giving them independence, because that would just make sense. Independence is just for America, obviously. Oh crap, where's the last little yellow dot? There it is. There's only that little island south of them. Papua New Guinea is independent. Okay, that's what I thought. Can you tell what part of the world doesn't get enough historical attention and study? And thus I don't come across it enough. What I probably need to do is find YouTube channels that's explicitly focused on those. And add them to my ever-growing backlog of YouTube channels. For the longest time I was all like, oh yeah, I subscribed to 200 YouTube channels. Ever since I have to amend that, I subscribed to 250 YouTube channels. It might be getting any worse because I'll probably be getting Curiosity Scream in the near future just because I want to get Nebula, and that's the best way to handle it. So I'm going to have way too much content. Oceania is the continent with the least history. Correct. Because we just didn't study enough of it, and there were so many isolated, smaller peoples in that area. Not to mention a lot of it's underwater. Yeah. Because we've had scientific outposts there pretty much all of eternity. What the? How is this? Oh! I misunderstood. For some reason, I thought that this should have 2 flat pieces, but it's supposed to have a flat and one with studs. That changes things. That definitely changes things. Where is it? Totally different. Totally different. There it is. Yeah, Antarctica, I know it was generally relatively early on agreed to be some place that everybody uses. Probably just to avoid fighting over something like Antarctica. I'm sorry, that would have been a kind of a dumb war. It's interesting for scientific discovery, but there really isn't enough there resource-wise to make it too much worry. Although, if I recall correctly, those treaties are expiring soon for renewal, which might be awkward, all things considered right now, given that they were made, among other things, with Russia, who isn't exactly on the best of terms with most anybody else in that agreement right now. Alright. So this door is normal. Has uranium and titanium. True, true. But we're not running low on those yet. Give it time. So, Ayla, did you actually start the kitty Wade? You seem pretty hyper and pretty sneezy. Oh, the government's not telling us? Maybe. You never know. Hard to tell with those things. It's probably aliens, let's be real. Nope. Galactic Baron doesn't neither supports nor endorses ancient aliens. Screw those guys. But it is not out of the question the government knows more about that than we do. That's quite likely. The real question just is what and how much. Like, we are pretty sure that, A, it wasn't even always icy, but that B, there is stuff underneath Antarctica. It's just really hard to find out what, especially because they estimate that within the entirety of humanity's existence on Earth in their current form, Antarctica will not thaw. It'll take, massive geological movement on a scale that is beyond what humanity is in the process of migrating through. Okay. There's a bunch of these we're going to need in short succession. So this one just faces out inwards like this. This is going to be probably one of the weirdest stickers to put on because it's on the inside. I got to put a sticker on the inside of that, which is going to be... I mean, at least it helps it line up neatly, but it's going to be very little more... Worked out first time, no problem. Naturally. Little green piece on top, hold it together. Nice little corner pieces. Oh yeah, Kitty's experiencing weed high now. Can guarantee Kitty's real high now. Which was the idea. Get her just excited. I have not given a Kitty weed in a while. I was like, oh, I probably should do that. Because she enjoys that crap. And I have not done it since I moved here. And I feel like that's something that she might enjoy, and it turns out I was right. Alright, another one of the exact same kind of location. The first one went well, let's do the second one equally. There we go. It's not centered, but I don't care. Not left, right, center specifically. Alright. And then notably, unlike everything else, we're not putting a thing that connects these together. We're putting these on top. And that's probably because the door is meant to open. Alright. And then that's where that piece goes, is on the back here. And then this lines up across the top. And these two here. On the underside, we need the four corners. This thing is likely one of the first round fires saw forest blades and giant undercover mammoths. Came back forward, told it down when a government. The knows are discovering. It's really not likely, yeah, at this point. The general theory, I think, is that that stuff does exist, but it's probably frozen beneath layers of permafrost, which unfortunately are only getting thicker. Because Antarctica is getting more icy and more covered up, which is the big issue. Lego, yeah! Look at this. Look what we built last time. Hey, Mark. Welcome, welcome. See? Door opens and closes. Yeah, once this entire trend set's built, I'll probably go around and show all of this stuff off again. Which shouldn't take too much longer. We're almost halfway done through the final book, so probably another... What time is it? Half an hour or so, we should have this entire set finished. Speaking of which, and that makes sense why they do that. Alright, and we attach this here. By only a single stud. Interesting. I imagine that's got to be held on a little more. Oh yeah, I'm sure this might be the time we build the front half. Which, wow, that starts off with a lot of pieces. This, like, the next 8 pieces are all the same step. This might be the most different... Like, we've had steps that had, like, 24 of the little grill pieces. This might be the first we've had of multiple different kinds of individual smaller pieces at once. Probably just because they're so small and easily recognizable, even on a flat plane. Here I am discussing the logistics of building instruction manuals, which LEGO probably already overanalyzes to death, let's be real. And then 8 of these things. I'm sure a job is like, how do we make the instruction manuals as clear and concise as possible? I can also guarantee that how do we use less paper is not in their considerations. Ah, crap, not again. One of my hairs is caught in it. There we go. As you can imagine, that happens pretty frequently when you have hair that looks like mine. Made a crossbow RPG and a server that uses exploding fireworks and shoots 3 fireworks at a time. Jeez. I think Davey might be dead. Oh, I see what happened. It's caught in between those two. Good thing I just cut my nails yesterday, just in time for LEGO building. I think it was like 3 days ago. I don't know exactly when it was. Recently. Cut my nails recently, just in time for LEGO building. Make it easier. I have quick charge 2 on the crossbow. Fair. That helps a little. Okay, nice tall pieces on the left and right. This one, honestly, is going to be way easier. And on the bottom, all of these. Same as before. Yeah, I get the feeling numbers advantage will not be enough to save Davy's crew in this case. Just with the firepower edge you guys have. Alright, now we put this to the side for the moment and build another mini set. A mini set on top of the mini set on the main kit. Oh yeah, for context for the war mock, what's going on is Davey has a Minecraft server, and some people got cast out because they didn't support the Davey dictatorship, and as a result, they decided to inspire a violent overthrow revolution consisting of TNT, fighter bombs, and everyone in the server dying. You know. For lulz. Okay, nice little slope piece. And this on the side. And it has interesting. I was wondering, they have the little sled pieces. They put it this way? No, this way. Support virtual violent revolution. Oh, I know. I've always said it's what I like about playing Age of Empires in Europa is I get to play military battle type stuff, but without the real life repercussions. Because those are awful. I like the idea of being a tactician. I don't like the idea of let's actually start a violent war that murders a bunch of people just so I can grab 3 provinces. Looking at you, Putin. Indeed. I don't know, do you still play Minecraft? I'm assuming you did at some point. It's kind of a rite of passage if you're in, like, nerddom in general. Yeah, I guess of expansion. Especially when you're declaring a no CB war in this day and age. Okay, technically he supported a revolution, or supported the rebels, and then declared a support the rebellion CB. But that's not nearly as effective as it used to be in the Europa time period, given that we have better infrastructure and everyone's everyone's high level diplotech, so they're well aware that he was spying on them and started that justified that CB. So even if it's an appropriate CB, it doesn't justify taking the land for... If I recall, yeah. Taking land for yourself is not part of the support rebel CB. It's feeding it to the rebels and supporting rebel demands, which is usually the rebellion's independence. Since he voted to annex the provinces, that's not part of the war goal, and definitely will increase his aggressive expansion beyond what he can probably handle. I'm a fucking nerd. Every couple of years, it's really good. It is. I usually play it for like a couple of weeks to a month at a time, usually on an MP server these days. The main problem I run into is I've done so much in that game. It's like, okay, let's get back to crafting and mining the same stuff and then building the same stuff. Oh, nice. This comes with the sticker on it. That makes my life easier. We only got 3 stickers left. That's nice. It is a very well-designed game. And has gotten a lot of love over the years that has really helped keep it alive. Both from the team and the modding community. And no, I'm not biased because my brother's a mod for the game. It genuinely has a very good modding community. Okay. Hey look, it's a miniature set on top of an Imperial. Imperialism took worse, we'll have to take the capital. Well, Imperialism, I'm pretty sure, is no longer available as a CB. I'm pretty sure that's... most people no longer accept that. Like, the whole reducer goes expansion, I'm pretty sure that's gone from Imperialism these days. I don't know, I've never played Victoria. When you have an objection to overthrow a government, I'm going to work to build a bomber. Yep. Working bomber with slimes and slime pistons sounds incredible to watch. Okay. Held in place by a single stud. Yep, overlaps just a bit on the back. So as you can see, this only has that little thing here because the idea is that this sled can easily be taken out at any time if they ever need to. And then this sits loosely in here so it's easily removed if you need to. Nothing holding it down, it just is a kit. And then this attaches to the train right here. And that's why they're held in place by only a single stud, because in theory, the crane we have over here can just lift these up and go like boop, boop, and take the cars off. They declare war anywhere in the world, Austria joins for no reason. I've heard that's going to be a problem. And the only question is, do they join on your side or do they join on the enemy's side? Ugh, oh, Austria. Putin isn't playing with our hit. Get that right. Don't worry, it only breaks. There's one breaking lock, put your plane out of place. Yeah, that's not surprising. So TNT cannons would not be great. Oh, is the train car already done? Oh wow, the train car's already done. Oh no, I tore the instruction manual slightly. Value ruined. This Lego kit immediately loses like $10 in value. I think? I don't know, I don't keep track anymore. Oh, by the way, how are the volume levels? The new webcam I got has a built-in mic, which is probably why you're hearing this so well, but I want to make sure that's a good volume level. TNT Doodle. Oh no! Oh, they're so dead. They're so dead. They're so dead. They're so dead. But yes, the audio good? I have no idea the quality of this microphone because I've never used one like this before. But since you guys are hearing me, I'm assuming it's working, given my headphones that I usually use are over there still. I just figured using the built-in microphone built into the webcam is better than the headphone shenanigans we were using last time. Alright, kit number 12 is all that's left. Or bag number 12. It's time to build a tower. Keep it on mic. That's good, that's good. I'm glad for it. Yeah, this is a great story. I think I told the story last time, but just to retell it, because it is a nice one. Through work, I get rewards through various things and get a bunch of reward points, and one of those places is actually Lenovo's website. My sibling needed a new laptop because theirs was, like, old. And so I helped them. I was like, okay, I won't buy you a new laptop because that's a lot of money and you've been set up for one, so you could buy your own laptop. But what I'll do is I'll use the rewards and discounts that I get and check for the Black Friday sales and ship you in a new laptop, and then I'll just buy you some extra stuff to go with it. So essentially they got, basically I gave them a discount program type stuff and then like 80, 90 bucks worth of software. However, it also got me a ton of rewards points that I can use as well. And I was like, okay, I have rewards points for my work benefits program, but also through Lenovo's website, so what do I even do with those? So I was looking through their website, what do I do with like 60 bucks? Like, oh, wait, second webcam is 70 bucks. So this webcam with the built-in microphone was $15, including tax. And sibling gets a laptop, so everybody wins. Not Manor for the record, different sibling. I have to keep remembering this, not hum along with the music. I love humming along with music, but when I'm listening to one thing on my earbuds, and you guys are hearing a totally different song, I don't even know what song you guys are hearing, because I can't hear it because it's on my computer. So I start humming along to music, you're like, what are you humming along to? Undertale? But I'm not going to start streaming that, because I feel like that's a little disrespectful. To, you know, stream somebody else's music just as a soundtrack for the thing without their permission. And Undertale, you need to get permission to do that sort of thing, and I feel like Toby Fox, I don't know what he'd say if I said, hey, can I use the Undertale soundtrack for LEGO stream? But at the end of the day, there's so much other music, and Undertale's so done. Oh yeah, good storyline. I love the storyline. I played it on stream before, like, a year ago at this point, damn. I've been streaming a lot to actually be able to say a year ago. It was one of the first RPGs I did right after KOTOR. And I can't remember if it was before or after Final Fantasy V. So what RPGs have I done on stream? KOTOR 1, KOTOR 2, Undertale, Deltarune, Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy VI. Is that? I feel like there's another one I'm forgetting. I feel like I'm forgetting at least one. RPGs specifically. AKA the one thing I try to always have going whenever possible. Undertale is complicated. And it's not that complicated. Undertale music you can use for personal use, no problem. For things like streaming, what you need to do usually is go through Toby Fox and say, hey, can I use this? I'll put it this way. When I uploaded the VODs when I played Undertale on stream, no problem. But when I uploaded the VODs to YouTube, every single video, every single VOD got between 5 and 15 flags that said, hey, this music isn't yours. And I said, yeah, I know, I'm playing the video game. The nice thing is they were always really quick to remove those flags. However, they still happened. And he outright says, yeah, please contact me if you wish to use the music, and we'll work something out. It's how people have done so many covers, because he's really big on that, but if you're doing for-profit work, then you gotta work to some kind of arrangement. But if you get his permission, usually it'd be fine. In this case, however, the problem comes down to everyone does Undertale, everyone and their mother does Undertale. I'm gonna do something else. Sorry, Toby, your work is great, but it's so done by everybody. I'm gonna do something different, and that's why I got that playing. But in my ears, I got Undertale because I just really felt like listening to the Undertale soundtrack today while I'm working on the final part of the train set. Yep. It does make sense, indeed. And also, I can tell you outright, it used to be easier purely because Undertale used to have less people trying to make covers of it, and it was kind of just easier by sake of volume. There's so many more people doing Undertale covers. Oh, I just realized, I forgot. There's a person to make. We got a face and a body. And where's the pants? Pants. Also, number 12 is the first time with no little cardboard boxes, so the only kit with no boxes. Pants and hair. Little person! Yay, little person. Anyway, back on this page. I'm gonna make 4 of these things to make up the legs of this. I love these Technic pieces. I remember when Lego, the robot Technic stuff was really big, and I wanted to get a few more of those kits, but unfortunately, the big line stuff was usually like a very rare thing that I got like once a year as a Christmas present. And even that only lasted a few years before I got grounded from Legos because Mom stepped on them one too many times. She was always mad that we didn't clean our rooms enough, and then one day she stepped on Legos and said, okay, you're grounded, and I lost them for years. I think I finally got them back at 16, by which point I don't even remember what I was doing. I would play with Legos sometimes, but the only reason I even got them is because we kind of just took them out of the attic, and Mom said, oh yeah, I guess you can be ungrounded. It's only been 5 years. My brother has gotten heavily, the Night Miner has gotten heavily into Legos. He still builds them pretty frequently. Whereas this, honestly, is probably the first major Lego building I've done since I was 12. Which means it's been almost 15 years since I seriously played with Legos. And it's not that I haven't been collecting kits, I just haven't built them because I had no place for them. The last house was bigger, but because there were so many more people living there, there just wasn't room. This house is just me and the kitty, and the kitty hasn't really decided to destroy Lego kits, which is good. Other kitty that we had beforehand definitely tried to eat stuff that she shouldn't have, and that was a little annoying. This kitty just likes to knock things over, which isn't as bad, if you just make sure they can't roll. Alright, getting these walls built up. Adding a little tool rack in front with a wrench. Alright, here's the wrench. To be fair, I could also just give her the wrench, but we'll put it here for now. Because I have the feeling I know where she's supposed to go, and I don't think she'd fit in there with the wrench. And then these 4 little red pieces. Here's the problem. Because it's been so long since I followed Legos, most of the kits I know are, like, again, 10, 15 years old. Like, oh, I'd love to build that. Ow. It's like $200, $300 now for this $70, $60 kit. Quit. So I have to go buy new kits. And I hate the new Star Wars sets for one reason that will not surprise anybody who knows me. I hate every single new Star Wars kit because they all have the fucking Disney logo on them. Like, me, I'm Mickey Mouse, fuck you. So, no. Yeah. But unfortunately, they all have that, so... Honestly, probably not going to do too much with Star Wars kits, just because of that. I just hate buying Disney crap. Disney does suck. Disney owns too much, and I hate it. But they won't break them up because the government has no clue what an antitrust is. And even if they do, they're profiting off of it. Watching the news the other day, like, famous representative, I don't remember what he was, senator, representative, whatever, but like, representative who really was calling for legislation having to do with stock trading in the government was caught trading stocks illegally. It's like, oh, good God. Considering he was pushing for legislation I kind of agree with. 1 second, I'm going to finish biting first. Yeah, he was pushing for specifically legislation that I think outright banned stock trading. Like, not just illegal stock trading or stock manipulation or what's it called, insider trading, which government does a lot of. He was outright, like, ban all stock trading by government legislation, period, which, to be fair, is valid and should be the case. I don't think it's possible to not insider trade while you're in the government. But then he's caught doing illegal trading. Not just trading, illegal trading. It's like, dude. And before you get started, he was a Democrat. They're not immune to being stupid. Yes, absolutely need antitrust action. Nachos. Kind of. They're my mom's nacho recipe, which is not your standard nacho recipe. They are, what's it called? It's just, basically, I take some ground turkey or ground beef, whatever, and then I cook it and add some taco seasoning, and then tomatoes and mushrooms, because I like those. And while that's going on, I take some Doritos or nacho chips or Cool Ranch Doritos or just whatever I feel like, tortilla chips, anything like that, and just dump some cheese on it and toast them in the oven for 5 minutes. And then after they're done, I put the taco meat mixture on the nachos and add some sour cream and salsa, and then some guac if I have any, and then it's nachos. It's not very healthy, but very tasty, and I eat it way more than I should. It's very satiating is the big thing, which I'm a big fan of. It feels like a full meal and isn't too many calories. The big problem is mostly just that there's so many empty calories, given that it's potato chips, cheese, and a lot of salt. Alright. Little lever on here. Attach that on the back here so that it turns a little easier. Yeah, this is just a stopper to make sure that it can't turn too far. We'll figure out why that out later. And then, one of the final stickers. One of the last. The last circle rotation sticker. One of the only stickers that's designed for the person playing with the Legos, not for the actual making the set look better. Because it shows you which things you can rotate to make pieces work. Kick the... What baby? What baby? I don't see any baby. I genuinely don't know which one you're talking about, sorry. Yep. So this just turns, and whatever's on that will rotate. And look, another mini kit. And I'm on a mini kit. On a mini kit. This is a big kit. This is such a complicated set. This I definitely have not built anything this complicated since I was like 13, 14. Because although I was grounded, I occasionally was allowed to make separate sets, and I don't remember what year it was when I entered the USS Kitty Hawk. I showed that on stream last time. I have to get it from my desk if I want to show it up again, so just trust me on this that it's a really cool kit that, honestly, I would love to buy another one of. I technically still have the kit, but it was taken apart years ago and is in over 1,200 pieces scattered throughout my entire Lego box in the garage. I don't feel like digging for all those pieces, especially because a lot of the stickers are gone and some of the pieces are just outright missing. I'd rather just buy the kit again, but unfortunately it's been out of stock for 15 years. For context, it's not Lego, it's Mega Bloks, so if you're looking for it, it is a very not... yeah. But it's what I love about Mega Bloks that they do, which is the big, cool stuff, such as naval aircraft carriers. And the Kitty Hawk's the one that won me awards. I forget. I got it as a... I remember it was a Christmas present, I believe. It was a Christmas or birthday, one of those two. And it's the one that I entered into our local county fair in their Lego department, and it was just this huge aircraft carrier that kind of dwarfed and outclassed everything else there just by default. And got grand prize, which was like a cash prize, and then a history of the fair book. And I think also was at least partially why the next year they introduced the new categories for Lego kits, where you must enter into one of two categories: kits or not kits. So I was indirectly, most likely, partially, one of the people, I'm sure there's other people too, but I was one of the people responsible for that being a change, because yeah, how do you argue with that when you don't have, when your criteria are just coolest Lego kits? Unfortunately, it caused problems in the future. I think I've told this story beforehand, where I built I had one thing I built myself when I was, my last year I could even enter because it was a kids-only event. I did the Lego NES. I built an NES myself out of a lot of Kitty Hawk's bricks, which is the other reason I can't do it, because all of them are actually using Lego NES. Printed off stickers I made myself, got some string, attached it, and it was a really cool set that I still own and actually could probably show off. I know right where it is. I'm going to... hang on a second. I can show you guys that. This. Just going to the channel find that makes V6 piston engines on Technic. Nice. One of my proudest creations. Missing a couple of pieces, unfortunately, considering I built this 10 years ago and a few things have fallen off, but I never took it apart. And the USS Kitty Hawk has been put to good use. Alright, hang on a second. It has been a long time since I maintained it, and a few of the pieces are a little loose now, but what you gonna do? Yep. Wait till you see the fun part. Cartridge is actually removable. Put Super Mario Bros. 3 on it, because it's my favorite NES game. Made out of... this was actually one of the landing plates for the airship crew. You can see these are the landing portions where the planes landed. And it slides right in and out. And that opens and closes. The remote, you can remove it and play with it. Tied on top of there by the string. Is pretty damn cool. I was very proud of this one. And because it was an original... it is an NES, obviously, because it's NES, but it was actually an original creation. So I entered it in the fair in the original creation category. I wasn't there for judging day, so I don't know what happened. Out of 4 creations, I was the only one not to place at all. For context, Nightminer entered in that contest too. He had a tiny 10-piece space station built out of like 2 little flaps and a few Technic pieces, and he got the 3rd prize, and this thing didn't place at all. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure the reason why I didn't place is because they assumed it's a kit. Given especially the stickers on it and stuff, they probably assumed that I cheated, basically. Which is unfortunate. I wish I was there for judging day. But I'll never know, and it was a decade ago, so, you know. Anyway, that's my story, and that's the Lego NES, and I forgot I can finally show this off. Yay! I'll be right back. It's going back in the box. You have to plan to be able to move. Nice. Always keep 10-year-old grudges the only logical thing to do. Do I look like a Habsburg? I mean, I guess you can't really see because of the camera angles I've got going on. Unfortunately, the camera cables... The new camera cable cord is really long. It's almost twice as long as the old one. And that's why I have it as this camera. Hi. But the old one, unfortunately, isn't quite long enough. I was just debating before she moves, like, so guys, I've got the camera on me, but what if I move it to look at the cat while she's sleeping? But then the kitty moved, which ruined that plan. Anyway, more nachos because they're getting cold. They've been done for over an hour at this point, so... Alright. But no, I don't really hold it against them. I was 18 when I entered the contests, and I'd already... Like, I've gotten multiple first prizes over the years. The Kitty Hawk got me the grand prize. I had definitely made more... Like, considering that every single one of those had a cash prize, I had definitely made more money than it cost me to enter, although if you include the Desert Lego Kids, maybe not, but... Okay, I guess I didn't need a cat cam. The cat cam added herself. Yeah. Against someone I don't even know. So it's basically, it turns out it's less a grudge than just a fun story. No, kitty, you can't play with the fun pieces. God damn it. I was afraid of this. I was like, please no, please no, please no, 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 no. Kitty, I love you, please. This is not for kitten. This is for Makai. I was like, have I said my name on stream before? Yes, I have, so whatever. No, 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 do not eat it. Do not, no, 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 no. About 20% whenever I still remember. I mean, at 10 years old, 22 is a lot of money. Okay. I love you, kitty. But, this town doesn't need a Gojira. Just saying. I love you, but it's not Gojira time. Oh, don't you dare start eating that cable. Hi. Attack of the... How much? Perspective-wise. Lego person. Cat. Say 5'4". Attack of the 30-foot cat! Roughly. Approximately. I love you, kitty. I already fed you. You need to do something else. Here. What if I stand up? Will you stand up with me? Here. You see over here, here's your ball. And it's covered in catnip right now. I suggest you go investigate. I would suggest you go investigate. Just so I can finish this kit without your ass on screen. I was afraid this would definitely be the biggest obstacle to these streams, is Kitty. Yeah, she was pretty good last time, but today, she might be a bit of a menace. Anyway. Here is the reason for the set. The reason for the movie piece is that this is going to go on the front here, and it's going to tell the train to stop or go. And that's also why the stopper is on here, to make sure that it will stay flat. Theoretically, it doesn't matter if it rotates too much, but the advantage is this way it will always be a flat left-right, rather than anything looser. Okay. Continue adding pieces around the back and the side. Interesting claw grip. I wonder what that's about. Sure, we'll find out. And then to finish off with... where is... There it is. Here it is. And then this goes on top. Cool. And then one of these right across the top here. And then this goes to the side so we can build the actual topper after a little more nachos. Probably do these a little faster, they're definitely getting cold. I forgot. Interesting. Interesting piece. I'm not sure which is the top. Oh, yeah, okay, there. Little circle basin piece thing here. Okay. Which has this just... Oh! I'm not sure which piece that is that goes here, but I'm assuming it's the one with the stud in the bottom. I think that's a reasonable guess. Yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. The spinny, 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 spinny. That's what that's for. And then two little red studs. And layer this out in front. Just a nice little overhang. And these. And these stacking up. And my soundtrack is over and a new one so I don't go crazy. Because just sitting in absolute silence building with Legos with no music will make me go crazy. So one moment I will not be able to see Stream Manager for a bit. What do I listen to next? What have I not heard in a while? Oh, that could be fun. Ooh, that's what I should do. I'll do that first, though. I haven't listened to this in forever. Rogue Legacy. Love that soundtrack. Okay. The computer monitor. It should be facing inwards, which makes sense. I'm sure it's not right in front of the computer, or the desk chair, because I'm sure there's going to be a rotating desk chair soon. Okay. I mean, if I really want to, I can move it. Oh, that's why. Because it has to be one of the two, because otherwise the windows, if it shifts over, then it'll be in the way. The windows will be in the way, so it had to be here. That makes sense. 1x2s and 1x3s. The 1x3s holding the windows in place, and the 1x2s adding a little bit of decor and color. And then these filling up the top. I'm sure it'll be part of some kind of thing that opens and closes, as always. Blocks, but they're encouraged to have a million blocks. It's Minecraft. There's a zillion blocks. The coffee machine, because of course, in order to have a proper functioning ray thing, there needs to be a coffee machine. Although I can imagine refilling it would probably be a pain in the arse because of how high up it is. But hey, I don't gotta do it, so who cares? Coffee reminds me, though. I was looking at local places in the area just to look around and say, where should I go? Like, hangout places just for the sake of hanging out. And I discovered there's a dry bar in the area about 50 minutes away. So that's interesting. Technically, it's a sober bar, just to clarify, because it was funded by like a recovering alcoholics organization. So notably, while your average bar might have karaoke night or live stage singers, they have some of that. But the current main scheduled events for 2023 are Alcoholics Anonymous on Wednesday, Alcoholics Anonymous on Friday, Alcoholics Anonymous on Saturday, Narcotics Anonymous on Tuesday, and then every third Thursday of the month is a poetry night. So basically, I will probably be visiting there on 3 Thursdays from now, because I've never drank in my life. I'm not there because I need Alcoholics Anonymous. I just want a place to go that's not a fucking sports bar. I'm sorry, that's not my environment. I like bar food. I don't care about sports, and I don't drink. So there's not much for me at your average sports bar. But a dry bar sounds not terrible. These are facing the wrong direction. Oopsies. They're great at first, but that sounds really boring. Yeah, I know. Apparently they actually do have live events. It's just that nothing is scheduled yet. Because they have a venue that actually has things like music concerts and stuff. But none of it's on the calendar yet. Simply because those are all scheduled by like outside people who come in and actually do concerts and stuff. and they just haven't because it's January. Look at the 22 calendar; they had multiple events, but right now, score the sports ball. Yep. Oh no! What did you do, kitty? Oh no! You knocked Toad over! No! Kitty attack! Kitty attack! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, now you knocked Toad over. It's like, oh wow. I thought you knocked Toad over earlier than that. Didn't miss anything up, did you, by knocking Toad over? I'm impressed that Toad stayed up that long. Okay, I guess Toad has to fall down now. Hi, baby kitty. Are you after attention and love and making my life difficult? Yep. Scored a sports ball. I don't care. Although the worst offense goes to when you go to a bar and the sports are over, and so it switches from Fox Football to just Fox News. Not going back to that bar. No matter how good the burgers were, and I mean, to be honest, they weren't. They were average bar burgers, not great ones. So average bar food. I don't drink, and your only content is sports ball and Fox News fearmonger, and I'm like, okay, new bar needed. I just want to hang out with people and eat burgers. Although the bar doesn't even have burgers, I will note. It's very much more of a healthy type of bar, so it has pork barbecue sliders and flatbreads and a lot of coffee, which is why I was reminded of it. A lot of coffee. Yeah. Not to the restaurants that are playing Fox News. Nope. Yeah. And unfortunately, around here, I'm sure there's at least more than a bit of that, just because the demographics of this region are very. I mean, they're mixed. But at the end of the day, statistically, the bar demographics do tend to lean a certain way. There are bars I know that don't, but, well, the stereotype of you go to a bar because you're a white middle-class dude, which do tend to strongly make up the core of Fox News' target demographic, is white working-class males. No, kitty, I love you. Please, no. Especially because the camera is balanced very precariously up there, and I don't want you to upset it. I love you. Please don't. You're gonna be a nudge all day, aren't you? This is super nudge. Like, this is nudgy nudge. This is like I'm trying to do a Lotro raid nudge, which is part of why I don't do any. Because she doesn't like it when I don't want to play with her for very long. It's just weird though, because yeah, she was really calm during the Lego stream last week. Okay, fold these down, so cool, I can see the tracks, that's nice. Yeah, the sticker's there, you got the monitor, so you can monitor the track at all times, I guess from multiple viewpoints, I don't know why they're the same. Oh, whoops, one's upside down. Don't care! Multiple angles. I ain't fixing that because that's a lot of work to fix. Okay, I think the window is on the inside. That's what it looks like anyway. Yeah, it looks like it's on the inside. Would help if they'd rotate. And then on this side is very close to the same, but it's got a door. Oh yeah, it's got to be on the inside, because on this one, the door only opens from the outside because of the way that the door works. Hang on, might be wrong here. Okay, so it's on the inside. The door works like that. And then here. And then that. Okay, door open. Oh, okay, I see. There we go. And then we put a roof on it. And then a couple of these 2x6 black pieces. And then one of these. Oh yeah, one more I will note that probably isn't too surprising. It's not my thing, but no offense to anybody who likes it. I'm not a Buffalo Wild Wings guy. It's just not for me at all. I don't like sports bars and I don't like wings, so it was never going to work between us. It just wasn't. Alright, interesting. That explains why they put that one piece down in the back to help you line up the rest of it. That makes sense. And then we got the door that can open and close right here, and the chair on the inside that wiggles and spins around. Now, I'm wondering if there's going to be a back wall or not. Finish the autoplane engine. Nice. Gray piece here. And then, oh, crap. That box is getting too light. The camera's not going to be able to hold much longer. I'm going to probably need to do a new setup in a moment. There are not enough Lego pieces in there to keep it weighted down anymore. There. That'll hold for now. Congrats on the autoplane. Very nice. And then this right here. And the ladder slides right in. On the other side. And then the fun part. Remember those little dots from earlier, the little claws? The ladder holds on here and then folds down. And that, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary folk, is the final piece of the train track kit. Damn it. Okay, note to self, cannot lift this by those. Does not work. Okay, take that out. All that's left is to put the train track together. And not turn it on, because this thing needs 7 AAAs to run. Ugh. Or is it 9? Too many. So I will not be turning on the train set today. Sickles it would, but it needs way too many batteries for it to be reasonable. Way too many batteries. Like, that's almost all the AAAs I have left, and I have no clue how long it would last. I have the batteries. That's a lot of batteries. That's like $20 of batteries, depending on where you get them. On Amazon, I think that's about $10 of batteries, so still, that's a lot of batteries. No, it's more than that. And even rechargeables. It's an odd number. Rechargeable batteries usually prefer even numbers, not odd numbers, and they don't even all fit in there, so it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I hate it. Hey look, in final total, here's all the tiny leftover pieces. So many. 2 batteries and a paperclip. I wish I was that skilled. Well, here's the other problem. It's that many batteries in 2 places because there's one set of batteries for the train engine and another for the controller. Although some of them are not mandatory. The actual train car, I believe, needs the most. It's like either 4 or 6. You can use your phone and download an app to work as the controller as a substitute. This camera does not want to hold. The camera is way too heavy compared to the rest of the box, which, I mean, makes sense, but sucks. I don't know why I'm saving these. These are useless plastic. There we go. One box full of all of the leftover plastic Lego pieces. Now here the real problem is the train set is going to be big. Is going to be as big as the table. So actually, that camera set is going to need to move anyway. As are my nachos. Which I'm trying to make them as fast as possible. Yeah, this is what it's meant to look like in the end. And apparently there is a kit you can purchase that is an expansion that adds extra track pieces, and that's all it does is adds more of these. Looks like 20 pieces. A few short ones that aren't ones I have at all. A few longer straight pieces, some curves, but not many, and at least one intersection, maybe? It's hard to tell. Okay, now it looks like it's 8 straight pieces, 8 curved pieces, 2 short straights, and 2 intersections. That would make sense. So the question is, do I want to set up the actual train track? And yes, but what I'm debating if I save that for the end after I build the other kits, just so I don't lose my table all at once. But also, to be honest, I'm probably not going to leave it up because of the cat, so I should probably do it now and then do the other kits afterwards after a brief break. Because we've been going for almost an hour and a half, so what I might do is I'll set the I'll do that. I'll set the train up. I'll just use the wide camera setup, so this can go over here for now. Yep. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's not very steady. Nice wobbly camera. And we'll set the track up. Even if it doesn't stay, excuse me. Okay. So the first step is I need to separate all these track pieces, since they're all held in place by some Lego sticky things. That unfortunately are too small to recycle, but too useless to keep. These, basically. I wish they had like studs in the bottom so you could use them as like Lego poles or something, just so they were at least some use, but no luck. Go. This will take a bit. I keep being worried it's broken. It's not. It's just sliding off. I say sliding in a very loose sense of the word. It is anything but sliding.
Seriously. Always sounds like it's breaking, even though I know it's not. Alright, that's all the straight pieces. Now just the gay pieces. Oh, they are. I'm so funny. Knee camera, I know, right? Just do that for now. I don't want to get up and turn it all the way off over there. Toad died. Poor Toad. Yeah, Kitty knocked Toad over, and I could not get Toad to stand up again, so I just left Toad as is. Ow. Music died. Oh. Oh no! Kitty must have pressed, or Toad must have pressed pause by accident. So there's been no music for the last, like, 15 minutes. Oh no. So while I was dancing to the beat, you guys were hearing nothing. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot hear the audio at all on the stream, so I'm entirely reliant on you guys to tell me if it breaks. Is there a train station? Who would win? Statistically, the Missouri. It's a battleship versus a train station. Sure, these are bank cars, and so there's a chance they just roll over, but most of this, like the bank car or the bank transport might survive for a bit, but in the end, I have the feeling battleship blasts are kind of designed to level fortifications better than these are to withstand being leveled. This will probably withstand like a rocket launcher or something, but that's a completely different firepower level than a U.S. battleship. Oh, that's a cool one. I like that kit. Alright, that's all the track, and my poor fingers are sore from pulling it all apart. No one want to chip. Yeah, RPG would, yeah, no. Now, the ISS could probably beat the USS Missouri, as long as it just crashed out of orbit and landed on it. It would die in the process, but the USS Missouri would definitely sink. At that velocity. Yeah, exactly. Alright, nachos need to go away for a moment. I'm trying to use as many as possible beforehand. Okay. Here's how this works. I believe it's... No, I got this wrong. One... Okay, there we go. I need to do this one. This goes here. Huh. There we go. Apologies, I don't notice the can't or the any text chat for a bit. Okay. Unfortunately, the pieces that we have, there's only so much variation we can do. Probably not at all, to be honest. And it's not quite gonna fit on the table, if I'm correct. It'll be close, but not quite. Not even close. Oh, not even as close as I thought. Damn. Meow. I'm still wondering where I'm going to store this thing afterwards, but I have a theory. I know where. I think I know where I'm going to put it. I will not be turning it on today, so the tracks taking off the tracks or off the table probably won't be an issue. Because there won't be a train on it, and it holds together enough that it should be fine. Like, the track itself won't topple the entirety of everything, given how heavy the train is. Alright. Question is, the back table. How's this working? Ooh, barely. Barely. That's rough. That's really rough, man. Yeah, the problem is I had the measurements. I knew from the start it'd be a little too big for this table. I just don't have any other table to put it on other than like my dining room table, which is absolutely nowhere ready to be a string setup. That is the other end of the house. It is nowhere near the Wi-Fi router. My laptop is not mobile enough to do that. So that was completely out of the question. Other option, of course, is move the dining room table in here, but you guys have seen this room. That's also not an option. This is the size of two of these, right? Yes. Oh. Oh my. I'm not even using all the pieces. It should be even longer. Which actually begs the question of, could I make it a little shorter and thus stay on? Yes, I could. Okay, so this will help. I'm gonna shorten the track by a few pieces so it actually fits. I think that'll help. stay on the table. It's still a little off, but better than nothing. Okay, last few pieces. Pain in the ass to take apart, but that's Lego for you. There. There. The backtrack doesn't quite fit on. Yeah, with the table as it is, I'm not going to put the train on the track. Oh, I can put it on the tracks. Because this goes here. You can attach right around there or so. Because in theory, that's where the train would be crossing, right? So right around there. I've got all this extra track because this is longer than the table. If this were on the ground, it'd be fine, but then the kittens, so no. But what I can do is once again break that travel car. Is something like this. As mentioned beforehand, this train is actually either way. It doesn't matter which way it goes. And then the final track. Yeah, that should be light enough. That should be fine. Some extra track just laying around as you do. The lady up front carrying a wrench. I'll put her there. Or I know what she's doing. She's just climbing up the ladder. That's what I'll put her. There. Awesome. Everybody's wheels are on the track, right? No, yours aren't. There. There. Got the door open. Dude in the forklift. Loading the money onto where the crane is. While this dude's watching. Ta-da! Nah. The other camera's way easier to move. Look at this. Look at what we finished. Not finished, but, you know, we. Royal we. Or if you just prefer, it's a thing. It's cool. It's real cool. Fuck you too. Total time, it is 9:40. The last stream went for 4 hours with about half an hour of breaks-ish. No, not even 20 minutes, we'll say. So that means 3 hours, 40 minutes, 4 hours, 40 minutes, 5 hours and 20 minutes to create this in total. Not, I guess we'll say 5 hours and 10 minutes if we include the time spent playing with the kitty and chasing her away. Speaking of which, hello, kitty! Good to see you. Alright, now to buy the USS Missouri. Me? I'm buying the USS Kitty Hawk. I like that way better. It's cooler. It's an airship fortress. Why would I buy a battleship when aircraft carriers are the way of the future and so much cooler? Sorry, I have a preference when it comes to my gigantic naval war cruisers. And it's definitely aircraft carriers. Like, if I could find a newer one than the Kitty Hawk that's not 160 on eBay right now, I'd probably do that. Don't get me wrong. I probably will eventually get it. Like, that's what the follower goal is all about, is I kind of want to do that again. And if I get that many followers, who knows, maybe I'll go pick it up and do that then. JK, basic naval persona, Only how we won World War II, so there. And no, don't tell me it was the nukes. No, it was we would not have won without the aircraft carriers. The nukes finished the war in a devastating way. Aircraft carriers remain the way we do anything. And more importantly, in my opinion, they're a very good way of actually just accomplishing things. Just a place that's huge enough, a base that's huge enough to have planes jetting off and getting back onto it. Just a floating island, a floating fortress, as you will, but just that idea of the exploration you can do. You don't need to use them for military purposes even. You can just have them be doing stuff, investigation, exploration. There's so much potential there. Whereas a battleship, it's similar in approach, but at the end of the day, it's not, like, it's very much designed as a warship, whereas an aircraft carrier could totally be other things as well, without sacrificing too much of what it already is. Now I'm just rambling. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm no military theoretician. One sub demolished an entire Japanese fleet. So you're right. Overall, America definitely had the superior navy by that point. But Japan also did win engagements. Don't forget about that. They actually did win engagements with a lot of the local region, including 1 or 2 times where they won against America. They were Pyrrhic victories where they lost more than they won, or even one case where they just lost so much they couldn't recover from it. Multiple cases, honestly. But they did inflict a lot of damage. It was not a completely one-sided battle, as a lot of people like to portray it. And yes, this is only because I've been watching the Kings and Generals Pacific War series, and it's on episode 60 of everything going on in the Pacific Theater. Spoilers, the U.S. doesn't even enter for the first 20 or so episodes. Can recover the Apollo capsule after the moon landing. That's why it's so significant. I wondered why they went and chose that one. That makes sense. Also, yeah. Don't make me turn to the World War II nerd side. No. You do that, I'll turn into the entirety of early modern world history nerd. Yeah, that is really cool. I actually did not know that. That does explain why that's the one they chose. One moment, I need to change the music. Rogue Legacy is over. Let's see what I want to do next. What have I not done forever? We'll do that one. We'll do Persona 5. Early modern World War II. Yeah, to be fair, we're both biased, let's be real. And also, to be fair, early modern history is a much longer period. Try several hundred years versus a decade. Or 2. Anyway. He selects the Kitty Hawk and find USS Gerald. Oh no! Why did we name a ship after that guy again? The only, like, the most not undemocratic president in U.S. history? Oh no! Oh. Oh, Reddit, what have you done to us? Yeah, I'm gonna leave this up for a bit. I want to take photos of it. Do I have enough battery in my phone? Oh, battery's almost fully charged. Yeah, I can totally... So here's what I'm gonna do. It's been almost 2 hours of Lego building. I'm going to take a brief break and finish my nachos and play with the kitty for a bit. And then I take some more photos of this. And then I'm gonna take the track apart. I'm gonna leave the kids together. They're gonna go over onto a shelf I've got over there. And I'll take the tracks, not all the way apart probably, but just like 4 pieces at a time or so. And I'll put all of it over on that shelf over there so that it's in safekeeping but out of the way. And if it was in the Navy, that's what? Oh. The problem where we keep naming people or ships after people. And people suck. Alright, I'm gonna eat nachos, take a 5-minute break and rest my voice for a second. Chesty, thank you for the raid. Interesting for dinos or something. Oh no, dinos! Not dinos! I am doomed, I am doomed! Chesty, thank you for the raid. Not dinos. Let's see what you were playing. You were playing Just Chatting. That's not a game. Hope you had a good time with that. You're scared? Are you scared of dinosaurs? And then I can do that. Hey! Actually, I'm not following you. I should fix that. I am now following you. Yay! Thank you, Chesty. Yes, we are doing a Lego stream. Horror story. Ooh, that's fun. That's a lot of fun.
That should be the reason I... Oh no. Are you mixing up history and Transformers again? No, that's the problem is, I haven't, like, what were you playing? And it doesn't quite work if you were doing a thing that's not a video game. Shut up, Parker. Welcome, you caught us. We just finished one pit. Yeah, finished chewing. We just finished the Lego train set. Here, I'll give you guys another. Since you guys just got here, I'll give you guys a tour of what we've spent the last day and a half building. I say day and a half, like stream. Last Saturday we spent like 4 hours on it, and then the last 2 hours of this stream. This is what we built. We built the engine, the InterR engine, and a crane, and some logs, and a bank car, and a snowmobile car for some reason, and the train station, and the track kind of just was already built, but we put it together. And then here's the bank car, which has the doors that open and close, and you can, let's see here. This is only one hand, it's this side. The bank car, which opens up, and you can look inside of it, and that's cool. Where is it again? No, it is this side. Okay, this side, yeah. See inside the bank car and where all the money can go. Very safely, very sneaky. And here we have the forklift that actually goes up and down, but the rubber band is very tight, and I'm not going to mess with it, but I promise it goes up and down. Separate. People everywhere. Can actually lift the crane. We twist these, and we can raise and lower the crane lift, and I believe it is strong enough. Let me find out about that. Here's the fun part if I'm correct about this part. Because I believe what I can do here... this is a little awkward with one hand, but I want to show it off because it's cool. Yep, loosen that. Loosen this. Rotate it to the side. Over to here. And the thing rolls because it's a train car. Here. Bank car, can you stop this from rolling? Thank you. And lift this up. And you line it up. And doobie-doobie-doobie-doo, loosen it because the Lego will be what it is. And we turn. Da-da-da. And it lifts up the thing. Ta-da! And can load it onto the train car. You get the idea. You get the idea. This is very sick. This is really cool. I'm sorry the camera kept moving. I apologize. The camera angles are all over the place. Hop in bed real quick. Not a problem. We're not done, for the record. I've got a couple more kits I'm going to build tonight before I call it quits. I'm probably about halfway in the stream right now, if I had to guess. So there is more coming. We just finished the big kit that we've been building for 5.5 hours, and it's really cool. Honestly, that might not be a bad place for that camera for this setup. Excuse me while I fix a couple of things and put them back to how they were, because unfortunately this kit has a downside. It is fucking ginormous, and I do not have room for it on this table at all times because of this. Say hi for the camera, Gojira. This is Ayla. Ayla likes to make things that roll off of tables. And if I leave her alone with this, I'm going to come back home from work, and it is going to be in pieces on the floor, and I'm going to be very sad. So unfortunately, all of this needs to be packed up and put into the cabinet where the kitty can't get to it. Kevin Gerald Ford says you're resorting to USS Nimitz. Yeah, that definitely doesn't feel as exciting as Gerald Ford. I'm sorry. Commander Zendar, I'm assuming? Or is it just Commodore Zendar, or just CMD, or Doctor? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm not sure how the initials work there, because that could be like 2 or 3 things depending, given Twitch character limits. But thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Second biggest carrier in the world. Nice. Yeah. It's a hobby that I definitely... The only reason I don't do more with buying Lego kits is because they can get expensive.
And that's kind of why I really like Mega Bloks, is because they're usually cheaper. They're usually generic, like real world stuff, but honestly, I think I like the real world kits the best anyway. The branded stuff is fine, but I'm finding that I really more prefer like building train sets, building a skyscraper, building aircraft carriers, building landscapes than I do building licensed things. Especially because most licensed things run into the problem of every Batman kit has to have Batman, and so you end up with 12 Batmans. You don't need to have Batman in every single Batman kit. God, ugh. It's a problem. It's a problem. Commander Zendar. Perfect. Commander Zendar. Welcome. I'm Galactic Baron. I am a variety streamer, as you might call it. I play puzzle games, I play RPGs, I play action games, I play real-time strategy games, and now I build Lego. I've also done some art before. Like, twice. And basically I do a lot, and I'm not consistent. At all. The main goal is mostly just to finish games I haven't beaten before, which is a lot of them. We're currently in the middle of Stray, Final Fantasy VI, and I just finished up a Europa 4 campaign, if that means anything to most people. Also, this is a cat. This is Ayla. She is a frequent guest on stream and will make many appearances. Because Ayla is a nudge. A nudgy nudge. Nudge. Hi, Nudge. Are you exhausted from overdose on catnip? Are you having are you crashing? Because normally, when I'm standing up, you're standing up, and wow, you sleepy. 1v1 me and Roblox computer wars right now. I don't own Roblox. I will spare you the Roblox rant. I promise you don't want the Roblox rant. Cat is frequent and uninvited guest. That's the thing, she lives with me and the door's open. So she's technically an invited guest. She's just frequently hoping I give her more attention. Anyway, I'm supposed to finish my nachos, so I'm gonna finish my nachos. That have been sitting out here for 2 hours. And then I'll finish cleaning everything up. I'm tempted to time you out for 10 seconds for that comment, sickos. I won't, but it'd be funny. It'd be funny. I won't do it only because it'll delete all your messages, and I hate that it does that. If you could just time people out just for like delete one message, that'd be one thing. But then that causes problems. And the way Autobot works is it'll delete all your messages when you time somebody out, and that's just work. Because I like the messages, they're half the fun, I don't want them all deleted. So now not a bother. Especially because I've already spent more time explaining it than you would have been timed out for. So, you know, there you go. Cat is top tier streamer. Cat's a real gamer. I just eat food and yell at the screen. Like yesterday, where I could not Among Us to save my life. And the problem is, you'd probably win only because it's a lot easier to make a post than it is to time somebody up for a post. And unfortunately, I can't tell Automod, please time out Grammar Nazi, because that's not how that works. Almost done. Almost done eating. And one more thing before I come to Legos is I remember there was something I was going to do to the auto mod that I'm going to go do quickly. Oh, nice! Thank you, Mock. Enjoying what, my nachos? If you mean nachos, yeah, I'm really enjoying my nachos. They're good nachos. There we go. I have updated Nightbot so that certain specific words are no longer allowed in chat. Don't worry, they're not words I imagine people will mostly be using, since they're mostly offensive slurs. The rest of them consist of buy follows, follows.com, big follows, and any variation thereof are not allowed. But yes, thank you, Mock, for the resub. I appreciate it. I didn't even know. Yes, don't. Yeah. We'll leave it at that. We will leave it at that. Not gonna repeat them. You can probably guess what they are. There's only a few on there, but it's ones that definitely should not be present. And that's all we'll say. All right. I'm gonna go clear my plate and grab a water bottle because I'm thirsty, and then I'll start putting Legos away. Every freaking time I go over there, it's 10 o'clock every night, the soft water filter is like, okay, time to filter and run. Nice. Yeah, that's the fun part of charging my phone with this charger, because this charger isn't just any charger, this is the Steam Deck charger. This is USB-C turbocharge. Discharge real fast. And to be fair, I'm not using it because of the turbocharge. I'm using it because the my normal phone charger cord isn't long enough to reach the table. I need to wiggle that. Alright. Drink some water. I'm gonna take some photos to send to people. I'm gonna post them on the Discord and send it to my family. I'd like to thank my mother, because this set was from her, so thank you. Alright. I'm going to lose chat for a bit, because I need to take some pictures, so bear with me for a moment. I'll remove the water bottle, because that doesn't really fit in the scene. Remove that. And remove this. taking photos live on stream. Alright. In chess right now. Not now, but hit me up another day when I'm not. My setup is not set up for chess right now, but how about next weekend? Are you available next Saturday? I will totally play you in chess. Due to this is a bad day for chess. Any other day, that would probably be way more viable. Alright, let's get this all put away. I don't know how to move the pieces. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. I have played a lot of chess. Not the best at it. There are definitely better people than me at chess. And the funny thing is, the crane could go either way. Farts. Alright, 5 minutes of that, using that word. Oh crap, that's gonna take some paying attention to words I am using. Oh boy. Oh man. And, to keep it fair, I need to keep talking because I could just cheat and not use any words because you know I'm putting Legos away. But I feel like that's cheating to just not talk. It violates spirit, shall we say. Violates fairness. So I shall continue to speak. Yes. There is I forget what cooldown is. I want to say it's only 5 minutes. My concern was that it would be very heavily used if, for example, a number of people decided to use it at once. Yes, I am. I wanted to give you your points worth. But it is also, as I am thinking, does that word appear in this sentence? And every now and then it does. Entertainment! Right, kitty? Applaud! Applaud for me! Oh yeah, you did do that, didn't you? No! Twitch chat is never mean to people. Twitch chat is always nice. Just ask Spiker-Strat about that. Although, to be fair, he does it to himself. I don't go out of my way to antagonize my chat. It is a friendly rivalry, shall we say. Wow. Also, to be fair, not many people have the points for that anyway. How many minutes was that? Okay, gotta restart. 5 more minutes. There's the rules. Duh counts. I think duh counts considering it's slang. 5 more minutes. Not 5 more minutes, the timer restarts. It doesn't add 5 minutes or else I die. Oh yeah, I caught that. I should start putting Legos away. Yes. 1 point for chat. I forget what word it was, but there was one word where I think I said word 7 or 8 times before I finally won. That was a day. It might have been Batman, to be fair, considering it may have been during one of the many Batman streams that we've done, all 2 of them. Yes, 'tis most common word. I'm gonna put Legos away. Yes, I noticed that. That's why I said fuck again. Well done, Mock. Well done. That is correct, though. It is impossible for 2 separate items to share a cooldown. And I did feel it was appropriate to make sure that nouns and non-nouns had separate cooldowns, as nouns are usually easier to avoid. That is what I was talking about, yes. That is what I was referring to. I caught that, and that's why I reset it. It is 4 more minutes to go. Let us put away building toy pieces. Name brand building toy pieces. And we will just say that both words are on 5-minute timer at this time. Alright. My main concern is that these like to roll off. In particular, train pieces are very rolly. I would hate it if they fell off. So gonna be very careful with them here. How to do this? How to do this? There. One more camera can't hurt, can it? Hello, kitten. Are you going to be sad when you lose your box? Yes, okay. I still love you. You're good, kitten. You're not trying to be destructive. You just like people. And I am only people in house. Name brand building toy pieces. Yes. To be fair, most people cannot name any other name brand building toy piece. I know Mega Bloks. I know that Dollar Tree has their own brand. I own some of those. Can I type in chat? Yes. Ha 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 ha! To type in chat, I need to see my own rules that I wrote. One more minute before I don't need to be careful about what I'm saying while I'm working. One more minute! Alright, I shall begin by separating the easy ones in the middle. Five more minutes. 5 more minutes. Yeah, that is fair, that is fair. Ayla. Ayla, Ayla. I've debated making an Ayla emote. I feel like that could be appropriate and fun. And let's be real, with how often Ayla shows up, I feel like people would enjoy spamming an Ayla emote. To say, hello, Ayla, welcome! Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you're definitely on a cooldown after Catweed. Normally, that would freak you to hell out. I'm never escaping this. I can say Lego again, at least. Let's see if you can set a record. Or, sorry, break our current record. I mean, this is at least partially your fault. You go to a person who does not shut up and say, hey, do not say most common word in language. What did you expect? I'm the one who set rules, though. Rules say, if say word, reset cooldown. Alright. There. There. Smart does not mean good reflexes is the problem. It is reason Davey beats me in Age of Empires. Younger reflexes, more importantly, more practice. I do not have a lot of practice avoiding said word. I have no practice avoiding said word. New skill from scratch. Don't say a word that rhymes with duh. You know what I talk about. I will put name brand Legos TM away. Fun fact, if I recall correctly, there was a lawsuit, or maybe not a lawsuit, a trademark, where Lego attempted to say there was only one correct way to spell Lego. Not just what we are used to. Lego. 4 capital letters L-E-G-O. Lego. TM. And they insisted that that should be how it must be spelled. Guess what did not happen? I love Legos, but they do have a lot of market share. And you know me, I'm all about antitrust. Technically, oh no. Lego and word that shall not be said are on separate timers, and I managed to avoid saying Lego for 5 minutes.
Sawi. There's a reason cooldown is... I think cooldown is lower on nouns. Point cost is definitely lower on nouns. For a reason. As mentioned, nouns are much easier to avoid than non-nouns. Pronouns, verbs, but particularly prepositions. Not prepositions, what is that word in grammar? I wonder. Maybe I'll look it up in 1 minute when 5 minutes is up. That makes sense. I believe I set 2 specifically. There is a cooldown within stream before it can be used again, and a cooldown per person per stream once. As you can see, very entertaining. But I do feel it would get old if the entire stream turned into this. Article. That is what I was forgetting. 30 seconds left. As you can see, the biggest... I'm not sure if that was 5 minutes or not. I'm not sure if that was 5 minutes or not. That was very close. I'm not sure. Genuinely can't decide. Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure. When I said 30 seconds, I was rounding because I was being lazy. I'm genuinely not sure if that was actually 5 minutes or not, because I did not actually mark down when 5 minutes started. So that may have been up. Not genuinely sure. Problem, of course, is I'm biased to think it was up, and you are biased to think it was not up. For obvious reasons. As I was trying to say, issue with the word ban, whatever. Issue with word banning, as you can tell, is I cannot focus on anything else other than word ban, which leads to no progress being made. See how it has been 20 minutes of me saying I will put Lego set away, and no Lego set has been put away. And that is why I am inclined to say 5 minutes is probably just up, because it has been 20 minutes and I've gotten nothing done. And I'm fairly sure it was either 5 minutes or close enough, because let's be real, none of us were timing that with a stopwatch. So I'm inclined to say it's over, only so I can actually keep building Legos. Because let's be real, you want me to build that tank. And if you want the tank built, we should probably say we're good. In my professional opinion, we shall say Sickos wins. I think that is fair. It is fair to say Sickos wins in some capacity. In total, I believe that was around 8 uses. So I believe it tied the previous record for words. Congratulations on that.
That's in small enough pieces. Now the only question is, now the tank, the actual name for vehicles and APC. Oh, cool! I love APCs. APCs are great. Which just makes me. I really cannot wait for the new Advance Wars. I really cannot wait for the new Advance Wars to come out, the reboot. Can you believe that was delayed? That was supposed to be April of last year. And it was January of last year when it was delayed. Which of course also means, can you believe it's been a year since Russia invaded Ukraine? Jeez. Alright. But yes, thank you for the clarification. Alright, it begins. Putting pieces in cabinets. Hello. Don't mind me. I'd go around the other way because it is easier. However, there is Cat. And I do not want to disturb Cat. As Cat is sleeping, and that is a good place for Cat. So we're going to leave Cat be and go the long, hard way. Because it is easier than the risking of the cat. Okay, train parts 3 and 4. Hi, baby kitty. Yes, I'm moving around. Yes, it's real funny. And track. Stack the track. I just had the worst idea. I just had the worst idea. Also, Cat left. Damn it. All for nothing. All that work for nothing. I mean, to be fair, though, I kind of still don't want to go that way because of the course. Okay, yep, you can go back and think so. Yeah, one more reason I didn't want to put batteries in is because I'd only use them once or twice. And then I have to remove them, or I'd have to just leave them in here. And if I leave them in here, they corrode, and that ruins everything. I've had way too much experience with batteries just corroding and everything being ruined, so rather not take that risk. Alright. Oh, the manuals. Oops. Those should probably go away too. There. Last photo. Everything put away in the glass case. That's part of what I love about this shelf. Whew. Whew. Sit down for a bit. Other time I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take a break, and then I totally didn't take a break. Alright. Wait a second. Actual sitting down for a minute break. And then I will start on the next kit, on the APC. And I will reveal my awful, terrible idea. I'm confused. How did I end up on this guy's mailing list? What did I do to deserve this? Why am I on the mailing list for a senator for California? How and why? Hi, baby kitty. Like, who is that? Born in Massachusetts, representative for 30th District of California, running for... Like, how did I sign up for that mailing list? I feel like all I ever did with this dude is reply to a tweet. I definitely didn't sign up for this mailing list. No idea. No idea. I just realized where that camera's pointed. That is weird. I should fix that. Alright. I'm gonna feed the kitty and then we'll be back. Back with an APC. Alright. Shall we build ourselves an APC? Let's see here. Does this still work? Unless that's a good time for that to be gone, with the kitty out of here. Yeah, that should. I'll double check on the screen, but this should still be visible. Cool. You guys just also see into my closet, which is weird, but oh well. Here. There. Not that I really care you guys seeing in there, it just looks weird on camera. Oh, yeah, let's fix that. Right screen. And how the bodies would get it. Yeah, exactly. They Twitch doesn't like it when I have all the bodies on the screen. They just don't care for it, which, fine, but you know. Covering them up constantly is a lot of work. Look at this. Look at all the extra pieces. All the little dots. That is all of them, right? Like, that's a lot. How many can I attach together into one big piece? This is always a game I like to play of how many can I attach together of these sorts of things. I feel like for this one, it's going to be way crazier than normal, and it might not be possible, but let's find out. Can I successfully attach every single leftover piece together into one kit? Not counting any that simply are incapable of attaching due to the way that they're built. Although we might not even have many of those. There. There. No, I'm not going to be able to do all of them, but it'll be close. It'll be close. Cheating a little bit, but that's fine. Gotta do all we can. Unfortunately, no other way to split these off. So yeah, I won't be able to do everything, but really damn close. Yeah, there's too many top pieces. Not bad, not bad. Look at our lovely construction. Art. Give cope. Oh well. No, these are going to go actually into a little kit I have. Yeah, BRB. Let's get in here. let's start on the second kid of the night. Alright, crack my neck one more time. As you do. Let us begin. 260 pieces to build an APC. Shouldn't be bad. Mega blocks, as mentioned. Brand I like. Oh no. That might be a problem. That might be a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. It doesn't have the manual. The manual is missing. Oh. That's an issue. That's a big issue. I can maybe build part of this without the manual. Oh, it's also missing the stickers. So no manual and no stickers. Okay, this one will need to have to be done a different day, I think, unfortunately. I don't think you're going to be able to build this. Without a manual, it's going to be very difficult, and then without the stickers, it's not going to be as cool. Stickers will probably be a little harder, but I should be able to figure that out. This will have to be returned to another day. I am sorry. I did not open this before today, so I had no clue. Okay, Iron Golem it is. Another one question then. How much are we losing by opening this? How much does this kit go for these days? It's still available on the shop for $16. We're not losing anything. Alright, let's begin. Iron Golem, Alex, Zombie, Baby Pig. Oh, it's taped. Alright, one moment, gonna go get rid of the tape. I swear, we'll start someday! Alright, let's begin. This is brand new in the box. If this doesn't have the manual, there's a problem. It has the manual. Alright, alright. These things go in here. This is a perfectly serviceable tray, but I probably want to get it. If I want to do this a long time, I should probably get an actual tray. The main problem with this one being this gap right here in the front, not great for Lego slipping out of it. But it suffices for today. There's not so many pieces that this should be too hard to navigate. There's a lot of little pieces, but that's fine. And then a lot of tiny pieces, but you can't do much about that, can you? Let us begin. These are all the same size, right? Yes, cool. Instruction manual that's been folded for years. Alright, to begin with, there are 2 actual people in here somewhere. We have... Okay, that's going to be annoying.
Perfect. We have Alex. And we have Baby Zombie. Or is that normal zombie? That might be normal zombie. Hello, baby kitten. I moved the box. Can you believe it? Where's the axe? Pickaxe. Here's the Alex head. I couldn't find it first. I was looking for head shape, and it was a square head because Minecraft. And the zombie pants. And the zombie head. Zombie doesn't hold anything by default. And where are the Alex pants? Hello, kitten. What do you want? Besides love and attention. Alright. To begin with. For the next kit, we start with the bottom base and we start working on pink. I wonder what this is. I wonder where this is gonna be. Yeah, you can tell this is old style Lego. The steps are a little bit less than before. I mean, it's not that complicated, so I don't mind that the steps, like, basically where before it'll tell you where every single piece is, every single step. This time it'll occasionally skip pieces. Oh, you wanted the closet, don't you? You wonder why I closed it. There you go, kitty. Feel free to jump in. And Piggy, to go with Alex and Zombie. And then finally, we need a 4x4 gray. We need 2 of these. Oh god, this is going to be a nightmare. Oops, no. It's got to alternate. And then gray on, or brown on bottom. And gray 1x1 on top. And then gray on bottom. And brown on top. And then cap it off with this thing. Is this going to be a bunch of just bricks, probably? This. You get the feeling that Minecraft is going to be just a bunch of blocks. Which, fair. I don't see the ones with stickers on them, or faces, or what have you. Huh. Where is it? Ah, there. I was looking for the wrong color. I was looking at all the dark brown pieces, but my eyes should have been looking for the lighter brown pieces. Kitty, it is not playtime. You've had plenty of that today. There we go, crafting table. I'm not quite sure what this is meant to be. Figure it out later. And then this thing. Maybe ore? Oh yeah, that's probably... Oh, that's iron ore. That's what that is. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. 2 corners yellow. 2 corners orange. No! Now you're just being annoyed. Now you're actually being annoyed. I am not obligated to constantly play with you. You need to understand this. Your life will be much easier if you understand this. That sometimes I play with you and sometimes I don't. But my life does not revolve around a kitten. I am truly sorry you had to learn it the hard way.
by me sometimes just saying no. I'm not quite sure what this is. Oh god, this is gonna just be a ton of little pieces together. Flowers and grasses and yeah, this is literally just a ton of tiny kits. And then we put this thing together, and that's a little torch. And then, hey look, we put a flower together by putting the little flower on top of the big grassy plant. Iron Golem, here we go, an actual mini kit. Mini kit in like the Star Wars version, not a very elaborate kit. This entire kit will not be nearly as complicated as the prior one was. Alright. And then we take this and attach these. I almost said these, but it's a different piece that goes here next. And then it's a gray dot. Yes, I think that's gray. Should be gray. And where is it? That? I'm not sure if it's the dark, or if it's a darker gray. Doesn't look like there's any of the darker gray. So this is probably it. Yeah, it's a lighter gray than those are, so it's this gray. And then we attach these here. And then this, which also has a hook facing downwards, and then a gray dot on top. And then flipped upside down goes here. And then this goes on the front side. I love how we spent so much time building this and we still haven't turned it right side up. Oh no, it's two of the same piece on top of each other. Capital Lego sin. How dare you? Alright, and then we flip it over. And backwards around, and we get to the fun parts. The little pieces. The little Iron Golem pieces. They make them look so cool. Where are they? Okay, so we'll start with those pieces first, just because those should be easier. This. And the Iron Golem head. With the villager nose. Okay, so it's just the one piece. It's probably, yeah, here it is. Matching up. Perfect, perfect. Look at that, look at that. Look what we got so far. And then we put that aside for a moment and build a much smaller kit. And then that's the gray or the brown piece, which attaches on the left side. And then on the right side, it's actually a claw for grabbing, because there'll be a flower in it. And the other one of these, and then on top, this, which attaches here for the other arm. And then a little piece. Which look like this. And then you put this on top. And this goes here. And no, that's the other one. The left leg, whereas the right leg looks different. And that it looks like a DS. And where there is. Got it. Boo-hoo. Yeah, whoops, trying to touch it on the wrong side. That doesn't work. Boom. And gone. Ooh. Bunch of the little constructions. And now finally we move on to the big kit. Starting with one of these. Assume that's going to probably be to attach them all in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Oh, interesting. And then similar to the other one in the center here, which I'm assuming is more for support than building. And two little feet here and here. Oh no, not again, not again, not again. Not stacking two identical one thing tall pieces. How dare you? And here and there. Ah, god damn! It's doing so much of that. It's evil, I tell ya. Evil. Turn this right side up. And this goes here. Next to this weird piece. With a 2x3 flat. Which has two of these round pieces underneath. I think I see roughly where this is going. If I could find the other one of these. No. Where is the other one? Where the heck is the other one? Underneath something else, most likely. I'm just not seeing it. It is technically possible we're missing a piece. That would suck. Especially because I kinda need it to keep building. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I'll get this out and I'll keep looking for that, but I will keep moving forward without it and hope I find it. Okay, two of these. Down the middle. And then one across the top. That goes underneath here. And then this goes on top of it. And if I can find that other piece, it goes here. Okay, this starts with the 2x4 brown. Wow, that is a hard color to see in this lighting. Thankfully, this is a pretty straightforward build. That goes on top of this. And then the front of it gets a 2x4. It goes all the way. Ah, I see. Attaches all the way down. Perfect. Turn it upside down. And it's two of a. You're hurting me, man. You're hurting me. And they're all upside down, so I can't even tell them apart at first half the time. There it is. Yep, missing that circle, which I still don't see. It's gotta be buried under something, right? And then these, which go on the sides here. It's possible they accidentally messed up and gave us two of these, rather than two of what's actually supposed to be there. Don't know for sure. We'll find out. And I could just check the back of the book, to be honest. I believe it'll have a piece list, right? Yes. No, it's supposed to have 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. So there's a third one coming up, and there's supposed to be 2 of the other piece. Yep, supposed to be 2 of those and 3 of the black circles, so we're missing 1. I don't know where it went. That was the album over. Oh, dang. Start a new one. Good thing I have a lot of music on Bandcamp. Yeah, I think we just don't have it. That's rough. Fortunately, the kit's probably going to hold together without it, looks like. Just nice to have it. I hate missing things. Okay, this goes back here. And then this in the middle. If we do find it, we know where it goes. And it shouldn't be too hard to get out. This goes on top here. A little more gray, a little more dark gray, a little more light gray. No shortage of gray. Okay, crafting table goes here. And the furnace, that's a furnace, okay. Okay, 2 dark gray. Build up here. And battery low? No, I'm not done yet. Can the battery wait until I finish the kit? No, it won't. I've got like 5 minutes left. Maybe I'll finish in 5 minutes, but I doubt it. Okay, that goes here. I don't know what this is supposed to be. This is another block tall. Having fun with this. It's a different kind of build than what I'm used to. A lot of little pieces. A lot of little kids. Okay, now the water, finally. Nice little river. Definitely strong Minecraft vibe here. This goes here. And then all the way on the back goes here. This goes on that, so that's going to be that much harder to get rid of now. Alright. There's almost nothing left here. One last search for the gray circle before I give up. Yeah, we just flatly are missing a piece. That is weird. But it's been so long since I bought this, there's no way I'm going to get another one. Oh, well. The kit will be fine without it. It's just weird that a piece is missing. That's not normal for Lego. They're usually way better about that. Those do not look black in the picture. They look dark gray. I guess no. It's light again. Which is weird because I turned the white light on this time, which I figured would be a better for the colors, but I guess not. He's in front here. Just so you guys can see what's going on here. This goes across the... Oh, no, that goes in the front. Oh, never mind. And then that. Interesting challenge. Build a Lego kit, but in reverse from the instructions. Fun challenge. Book looks to be about half done, which is probably... Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of it is alternate build because it's Minecraft. I believe they usually have a couple alternates. Alright, and then this. Here, and then the last of it. After this. Building all the dirts. This here. And then similar thing here where the very front gets those pieces. Cameras are all working, right? I guess this can't be good with that. Try with that. Probably a good idea. Second battery low notification. Yeah, probably if I make it in time. I'll be right back and swap the battery. Alright. Not many pieces left. We're doing pretty good. Cover that up. Oh, I just realized I put the wrong piece here. Don't know how I did that. That's the one that's supposed to go there. There. That was weird. Don't know how I quite managed that. But I knew it was blue since the last several pieces is blue. Those have just been next to each other or something. No, that's back. I'm gonna put this back forwards again, sorry. I'm getting myself confused now. I don't want to miss anything. No, and then right as I say that, we switch to a different kit. Or build, I mean. here. There. And then catches right there, next to the other. Two more of these. I think it'll mostly eventually be all these. Because that's the idea, is Minecraft, and the idea is that they can hop along those spaces. Oh hey, we're getting the other one finally. Also, I just noticed a hair right here. No hair. Nope, it's dead. I'll trim it later. Yeah. This goes here. I have so much hair. Long hair, dude. Then these do the eye sockets. Two layers of this. Interesting. And then that. Which has a couple of flat black pieces on it, probably for smoothness. Flip it over, and it goes here. So it can go like that. Yeah, I see that. It shows a picture of, yeah, it can go up and down. Yeah, I see that, I see that. I'm catching what you're laying down. The last of these two pieces. Going up here. Interesting. Almost out of pieces. Kit's almost done. The one right there. And then the torch up here. I don't know why they waited until now to do the torch, but you know. The 1x4 gray goes, where do I want that? Here. And then the iron ore right there. These go here and here. And the flour on this. And then 3 of these. Goes there. And there. Oh, so they're hiding the iron. Or gold, whatever that's supposed to be. And then, as is expected, we rotate this that a ways. Ah. That's how that works. So that way it can snap into being. And then these 3 go on top. And this underneath. And the snowman head on top. We got our little snowman with arms. And it goes on top of this. So it can be like this, and then boom, surprise! Oh, I get it. That's what this is. It's the iron. So that's how this works. That's actually... I get what they're going for. You've got your Iron Golem statue. But when you put the pumpkin head on, boom, it turns into Iron Golem. That's cool. That's cool. So, yep, they gave me an extra one of those, and I don't know what it was for. Okay. Zombie, they want right there, might as well. Alex right behind, looking for ore. And Needle Piggy. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I see exactly what I did wrong. Found it. They didn't forget it after all. I built Piggy with the wrong piece. Again, colors. And I didn't show the side of it, so it threw me off. There we go. And now Piggy can actually stay in place. Okay. And then the iron ore is over there. Inspiration. We got all the little ore pieces, and we got the weird setup with the torch and everything. And then, yeah, as I expected, the rest of this is just different ideas for different builds you can do. While still leaving the actual torch mostly intact. Or sorry, the Iron Golem kit. That's cool. Alright. And that's it. That's the whole build. There we go. As before, a ton of little tiny pieces that I'm going to put into my miscellaneous building kit. And I will be right back with that, and then we're done for the day. I mean, honestly, I expected we have another hour to go, but, well, since I can't exactly build the Bradley, that's kind of all I got. So I think I'm gonna call it here. Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave this on. Alright. That was actually surprisingly tiring. And yeah. I'm not gonna do a raid. No. Always feels weird raiding when I'm the only one here. So I think I'm just gonna call it. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Always a pleasure. And I'll see you another time. Later.